Hello everyone. I want to tell you about some negatives and some positive about my journey to Latin America from the States, Detroit. Anyway, you know all the bad news you hear about Mexico, the border, this, that, blase split, make you don't even want to go to Mexico when you in the States. So, but anyway, before I get started, make sure you like and share. If you like and share, you will see the life of this African American merchant that migrated to Mexico and what I plan to do. And what I plan to do is start a distillery company, wine making, liquor making, from nothing. Yes, I have a little money, but my money is not long. But what I'm going to do, you're going to thank my money long. So, anyway, the negatives of coming here to Mexico. When I caught a plane from Detroit to Brownsville, Texas, and when I reached the border point, I caught a cab. He was Spanish, couldn't understand him, knew to get me to the border. $20 from the airport to the border. Boom. Got to the border, got bomb rushed by U.S. Border Patrol like I'm a vicious criminal. Took me to the checkpoint, shook me down. I mean, in the middle of traffic, shook me down, went through my luggage, this, that. I'm looking real awkward because you don't see no dark-skinned people anywhere. So I'm looking like suspect, you know. What this doing here, you know? And that's the way I feel. I feel really frightened. Uh, um, I feel horrible, humiliated. But anyway, they told me I had a warrant in Detroit. And I knew it was impossible because I just checked all my stuff before I left. So, I went through the border point. Didn't have no problems from the Mexican border. They was just so beautiful. I don't have nothing. They was professional. They didn't pay all that. They just didn't. They just was about their business on the positivity. Anyway, I went to the U.S. Embassy, and now I was under worries because they told me I had a warrant and I'm trying to get a passport. So I go up through here to the U.S. Embassy, and I got to talking to the guy, and I was telling him what happened. At first we was talking and we kind of started conversating, and you know he said, well, I'm gonna check and see. He said, do you want to apply for a passport? I say, yeah, if I can, I won't apply because the way they checked me at the border, they told me I had a warrant, this, that. I don't know if it's gonna stop me from getting a passport. So he ran it through there. He said, you good to get a passport, this, that, and blase split. I'm like, okay. Didn't have to give him no money until it was done, this, that. And then it was like $50, $60 less than what I would have paid for a passport in Detroit. And I was under suspect that they was going to just not give me a passport and keep my $200 and something dollars. So that's what made me want to come across through the border. Anyway, so the guy in the embassy got to telling me the negative, what not to do while I'm in Mexico. Don't ride Mexican cabs. Don't go out at night. You don't be out messing with this or that. You mess with this, something may happen to you. This, that. This, you in one of the dangerous towns in Mexico. And the way they had the military police set up, it was looking like it was dangerous, you know, but I didn't really pay it no attention. So he sent me to migration to get a visa. I was planning on applying for work visa because my money isn't long, and I knew I was gonna have to get a job or work or this, that. So I guess he wasn't understanding me at the immigration point, or I wasn't understanding him because I couldn't get a work visa unless I had work already waiting on me here in Mexico. So I didn't. So I really couldn't get a work visa. And that's what I tried to apply for, because when I checked online, that's what they said to apply for. So if I want to start a business or get a job, apply for a work visa. So that's what I tried to apply for, and that's what I thought I had. But when I got to the point where I was getting my business together, which is my distillery wine making, and when I went to the city officials, that was my point. I needed to change my visiting visa to a work visa. And that'll be my documents for me doing business in Latin America. So when I tried to do that, couldn't get it. But anyway, let me tell you about my Monte Moroso. Monte Moroso, I stayed there for a month and a half in an apartment. Paid $180, it was beautiful. The people was nice, didn't have no problems. The cab driver I met invited me to his house. We chilled, and we just got cool. And I was thinking about going to Monte Moroso because I was meeting girls, and online, on what's that, POF? Yeah, meet girls, talking, kicking it. Met some beautiful girls, this, that. And so I kind of was going in the direction of that way, but something told me to click in my mind, don't do that. Just get yourself together first before you go out messing with a girl, because no telling, you may go because the girl's thinking that you going to take care of them. It's hard, and this all they looking at. They see a black guy, think he got some paper, you know what I'm saying? And it's like they want to live off you, quit their job, live off what you got, this, that. I didn't want to go through that. So I was telling one of the guys, yeah, I won't go to Monterey. No, don't go there. It's woe there. It ain't good for you there. It ain't good to you. But I was going there because I was chasing a girl. But I changed my mind and said what I told you. I got to get me together first if I want to be successful here in Mexico. So I looked at the Mexican map and looked at the center point, and it was Guanchito, GTO, the center point. I said, I'm going to go there. I Googled it. It was one of the beautifulest cities in Mexico. I Googled it, and then I started looking for a house online to rent. And this actually was a house in Irapto, GTO, that was reasonable. So I was trying to make it happen I had an agent, this, that. I was making it happen. But when I said, when I get there, I'm going to have to find me a place where I can stay for a week that's cheap. So I messed with Airbnb, and I came up with this place in Silo. I think it was $47 for 7 days, a room, shower. It was nice. And then the guy that I met there was, he speak English, the English host. He was a good guy. I mean, this guy, so good, we took a liking in each other, and next thing you know, he got to showing me around the building, and I ended up in the storefront. More assistance than I needed to help me get legit to doing what I'm doing. It just was so beautiful. So I ended up in Silo. So I'm in Silo doing my thing, started making wine, this, that. Almost got all the way legit, but came across a halt. But I see the light where I can get legit. It ain't hard. So I'm just letting y'all know I'm here. I'm an expat. My money ain't that long. So y'all stay tuned. And y'all gonna see what I do to survive out here in the streets of Mexico. Don't know a bit of Spanish, but learning. I know a little tiny bit for real. I'm meeting people slowly but surely. I have a business meeting with a beautiful girl. This is an important meeting, and I'm gonna let y'all see this. A beautiful lady. I'm gonna let y'all see this meeting that I have. And I'm gonna show y'all these other business deals that I do through Mexico as we go on and see my success from just starting a winery in Mexico with a little money. And it's a reason why I came to Mexico. If you stay tuned, like, and share, you're going to find out the reason why I came to Mexico. You're going to see the success, what I did in Mexico, because what I did before I came to Mexico, it was a reason I looked up the countries was best to start a business in. Mexico was one of the top 5. And I was going through Mexico and I wasn't planning to stay here. But I changed my mind. You stay tuned, like and share. You gonna see everything. I bought drones to go out to shoot beautiful things here. It's gonna be so much beautifulness in this here. The African American merchant in Mexico. Look me up. That's what this gonna be about.